Well, that's a touch foul. I don't see where that's a foul. I think you let that go in the playoffs, especially when that's Charles Barkley. I just think you got to let that one go. As rough as the game is, you start calling that, and we'll be at the free throw line 89 times. Here's where Chicago really hurt them the other day in their full court pressure.
There's the trap on Armand Gilliam out high. Trying to get it in the hands of a guard. That's not a guard. He's going hard to the hoop, and you see why they want a guard to have it. 10 to shoot for Philadelphia. Barkley for 3. Gilliam gets it inside. Powers it back in.
Tough break, Gilliam. Tough break that time for Horace Grant. He was in good position, and the ball hit one more time on the rim, and he mistimed his jump, and Armand Gilliam got the second shot.
Tied at 15. Pippen kicks it to Paxson for the spot on jump. His first basket of the night. All Bulls starters have scored.
He's such an underrated player for this team, Bob. He just spots up. He plays good, solid defense. You're going to lead him. He's going to make the open shot.
Hawkins pulls up away from Jordan. Pippen can't control it. Philadelphia ball. And a timeout on the floor. Charge to Chicago with 6:02 remaining in the first quarter, and the Bulls up by 2.
3 reminders from a leader in 4-wheel drive and all-wheel drive technology. 1. Don't try this without the advantage of 4-wheel drive. 2. Don't try this without the advantage of all-wheel drive. And 3. Don't try 1 or 2 without the advantage of Jeep or Eagle.
At the top now. Body to body now. Body to body. Get up, Klein. Get up, Klein. Jump, jump, jump. No way. That's enough. 33. Push. Leg. Hold. Oh! On the floor. On the floor. No hoop.
When there's abuse with the player, that's a call I've got to make. But when there's abuse with a child, that's a call you've got to make.
Tuesday night on TBS. In St. Louis, the Cards dealt a blow to Atlanta's road trip. But now they're in Dixie, and the Braves are set to deal. St. Louis and Atlanta. Live at 7:35 Eastern, Tuesday on TBS.
You want to hang yourself, it's okay with me. Go out in the country, find yourself a tree, but don't make waves around here.
Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon are a comic odd couple, a hitman and a pest in the Billy Wilder black comedy Buddy Buddy. Tonight on TNT.
Well, it's really hard to see over here. Here's Jimmy Lynam over here on the sideline, and he was pointing to get the ball to Hersey Hawkins. So they're going to throw ahead and get the ball to Hersey Hawkins. Now, he does a nice job here. He drives ahead, and he looks like he's going to stop. And you freeze it there, and Michael straightens up just enough to allow Hersey Hawkins to turn the corner for a layup. You must make Michael Jordan play defense. Otherwise, he refs, he roams, and he's one of the best team defenders in the game.
Bulls by 2, 6:02 to go in the first quarter, along with Doug Collins, Bob Neal with you from Chicago. Game 2, Eastern Conference semifinals. Chicago leading 1-0.
It looks like Barkley's trying to post deeper than he did the other night. There's Ricky Green, the long shot. But Barkley's trying to post deeper, not stepping out so quickly where he can be double teamed.
Hawkins trying to defend Michael Jordan. Looks like Hawkins got him on the elbow. No foul called. Armand Gilliam.
That's not fair. Michael went up and hung again, and Hersey is going up, and he hung again and finally got the shot.
Blocking foul on Michael Jordan. Chicago.
Last year we did game 1 in here. Hersey Hawkins was coming off a great playoff series where he averaged about 36 a game against Cleveland, if you remember, in the 5-game series. We see the block right there. Michael went at him in game 1 and destroyed him. He went at him, and that's what he did basically in game 1 here this series. Michael tried to set the tone that it's going to be a long series and dispirit you, and he did that in game 1. Hersey's bouncing back.
Double team on Gilliam. He misses from the baseline. Bulls continue to lead by 2. Pippen against Barkley. Charles just stopped his defense, made a traveling call to Darryl Garretson. Unfortunately, when Charles blows the whistle, it doesn't count.
Yeah, Charles just stopped playing there, gave Scotty the dunk. I don't think I've seen that before.
Neither it's Scotty. Scotty is befuddled by it. Hersey Hawkins inside draws the foul. Will go to the line. Pippen with the person.
Now watch Charles Barkley here. He's going to feel Pippen walks. Watch this. He turns and referees. And Pippen with the dunk. Now here's the block. You see Hersey Hawkins gets curled into the lane, goes up strong in the foul. And Hersey Hawkins will shoot 2 free throws. But this is what Hawkins has to do, Bob. He has to make a commitment to be offensive-minded. Regardless of how much respect he has for Michael Jordan, he's got to keep playing. He's got to keep going at him, taking his shots, not living with the perimeter jump shot like he did in Game 1. You're not going to beat Chicago or Michael Jordan by launching a lot of outside shots.
Along with Ron Anderson, Hersey Hawkins is a Chicago native. Ricky Green also on this Philadelphia team. Bulls by 2. Jordan blows by Charles Barkley. Charles kind of in a strange place at the moment.
Yes, he is. And getting those 2 quick fouls really hurt because now it's taken away his defensive aggressiveness. 2 times now he's given up easy dunks inside.
And he gets the post-up move on Pippen. Gets in to answer with 2. That's one way to play defense, is to balance the scoring.
Once he gets it in there, you're not going to stop him. He's just too powerful. You know, he's only 6'5", but you sure can't tell that with the way he plays.
Pippen fakes right, pulls up for the jumper. Hersey Hawkins running. Into Gilliam. He's called for the travel.
Jimmy Lynam does not like that call. Felt Armin Gilliam got fouled.
Chatting with Darryl Garretson, who says, watch it. Chicago shooting 64% right now. That'll raise it to 65%. Philadelphia 53% early on. Both teams shooting it well early. 3 is missed by Hawkins. Saved by Horace Grant. Bulls up by 4. 3:29 to go first quarter. Jordan misses. He is 4 of 7. And a Chicago foul.
That'll be team foul number 5. So Armin Gilliam will shoot 2 free throws. In the penalty now. Very important in the NBA playoffs to get into the penalty. You see in the 4-game playoff series, the one thing that 76ers have been able to establish is their free throw dominance. They have outscored their opponents over 9 points a game at the free throw line. So they need to continue to get inside as we see Andre Turner now check in and Ricky Green takes a break.
And Ron Anderson also comes in for Charles Barkley. Bulls are going to get an early substitution too. Stacey King comes onto the floor. Or Horace Grant.
Now we'll have to
pick up his second personal.
We'll have to watch now what this does to the matchup. That'll put Ron Anderson matched up against Pippen. That'll put Stacey King matched up against Charles Barkley. Oh, excuse me, is that Barkley that set down?
Yes.
Oh, so Barkley set down. So the matchups now is Stacey King against Gilliam.
Behind the back, Pippen loses control of the ball. And is called for the foul after he dived back trying to recapture possession of the ball. So the Bulls are in the penalty. Only 3 team fouls against the Sixers. Bulls up by 2. 3:17 to go first quarter. Phil Jackson knows what we know, and that is that this is a whole different ball game than Saturday.
Well, this time Saturday, the 76ers were down by 20 points. The thing Phil is upset at is 2 really unforced errors there in the open floor. And what it does is it puts you in foul trouble. Pippen now with 2, Grant with 2, Cartwright with 2. It changes the whole ball game. And now he's going to have to come in with Craig Hodges. So Hodges will come in for Pippen, and that'll move Michael Jordan down to a small forward, and he'll match up against Ron Anderson. Now, one thing you have to be careful about here, Hersey Hawkins will go at Craig Hodges. So watch the matchup now of Craig Hodges against Hersey Hawkins. Philadelphia will try to take advantage of that.
Chicago leading the Eastern semifinals 1-0 over Philadelphia, and leading here by 1 until that free throw. And